Good evening, my friends. I welcome you all in the name of Jesus Christ. Hope that these past weekends have been a blessing moments for you and has been a blessing moments that you and your family went through together with Lord. Today is a special day. That is Mother's Day. Today I want to talk about Mother's Day, special things to all our mothers, and I want to wish to all mothers dear a very happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Today I want to talk on a topic that is the unbreakable love of mother. That is with the 3 points, that is the mother's sacrifice, the power of mother's prayers, and the power of mothers which have been carrying us for 9 months before was brought into this world. I want to talk to you with that, my friends. First of all, let's go through on the power of mother's prayer. We cannot really ignore our mother's prayer wherever we go, my friends, because it is the only way that the mother's prayer keep us safe, give us the confidence to face the reality of this world. The power of mother's prayer is so strong that no matter what any object comes also, it's not very easy to break it. Once my mother prays for us, the prayer, it's not very easy to break it. Not even a superstitious of this world or even devil, nor the devil, nor any superstitious can break the power of a mother's prayer. My friends, let's not ignore our mother's prayer. Our mother prays for us from day to night. Just for what? Just for your safety, just for my safety. Alright, my friends. Sometimes we have a lot of debt. We owned a lot to our mothers. But you know, my friends, our mothers doesn't want a repayment. Doesn't want the thing that we have owned from her. She just wants our love for her, our obedience for her, our respect for her. She just wants only that. When you read on 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11 to 28, 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 20, 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11 to 28. And she made a vow, saying, Lord Almighty, if you only look on your servant's misery and remember me, not forget your servant, but give her a son that I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head. This is from a version of NIV, my one. I'm sure like every one of us have a different versions, but mine is from NIV. It says in 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11. When you read through this 1 Samuel, we read a lot about Samuel, right? But how does Samuel become that kind of man? How does Samuel become the son of man? Let's discuss on that first right now. How is it? Because Samuel mothers, that is Hannah, prays to the Lord to give him a child, to give her a child. Her trust was so strong that God was satisfied with her prayer, with her sincerity, because of her trust. Her power of prayer, that's clearly written on here. She promised to the Lord, Lord, if you give me a child, I will present you this child to you. I'll let this child work for you in your house, that is church, in your church. She promised that to the Lord. And that was her prayer. That was a powerful prayer. And definitely, yeah, Lord, grant her a boy, that is Samuel. that work for God for his whole life. My friends, this is the power of a mother's prayer. We cannot ignore nor mock on our mother's prayer, because that's the only thing that keeps us safe. That's the only thing that gives us the confidence to go through this world or face the reality of this world. Just imagine you or me, you or I was in our mother's place, was in your mother's place. Will you be able to pray like your mother? Will I be able to pray like my mother? Your mother, my mother, have been praying for us day and night. Whether it may be a cold season or maybe at the times that she has been fully tired, her whole body can't respond, but she still keeps on praying for us. What for? For you, for me, my friends. Just so that we can be saved. Just so that we cannot be tempted from these worldly pleasures. So that we can face the reality of this world. So that we won't feel scared to face the reality of this world, right, my friends? So, my friends, let's not ignore the power of our mother's prayers, because that's the only thing that keeps us safe, all right, my friends? And the second point, the sacrifice of a mothers. My friends, have you ever imagined how much sacrifice your mothers have done for us? For you or for me? How much our mothers have been sacrificing for us for her whole life? Do you think that can we even repay the debt? Or can we repay the things that we have owed to her? My friends, do you know, a mother will never ask a repayment to her own child for breastfeeding him or her. My friends, I don't know, a mother won't ask any debt or any repayment of it, my friends. A mother's sacrifice, that is something that we cannot imagine, because the burden they carry is something we cannot imagine. It is something that we cannot imagine how many burdens they have been carrying for us, how many things they have been doing for us, how many things they have sacrificed for us, just to raise us, just to let us be a healthy person, or just to let us be a person that one day or other day people recognize you or me, my friends. That's the sacrifice of a mother. Sometimes we just take it for granted, my friends. Even me, myself, I just take it for granted. I don't know why is that. Sometimes we cannot even say to our mother that, thank you, mom, that you have done for us. Even me, myself, I have that weakness, my friends. But my friends, let's not be like this. Let's be more appreciating to our mothers. Let's say, thank you, mom, for giving us this life. The amount of a sacrifice they make for us, the work they pulled through to make us never feel unsatisfied. Your mother, my mother, works day and night, sacrifice for us day and night, so that we doesn't feel any unsatisfied in these things, in this world. You know, this is the kind of love that mothers gives us. This is the kind of patience that mothers have for us. Do you think you or I will have the kind of patience that our mothers had for us? As a sons and daughters, we should hold our heads up high, as this sacrifice for us, it's more than something that we cannot get in this world. I'm sure, and I can definitely say that no one can do this kind of sacrifice like our mother have done for us. A mother who just forgets his dignity, who just ignores her own dignity and work for and sacrifice for her own son and for her family, sons and daughters and for her family. Just ignoring her own dignity. Just to pay up my tuition fees or your tuition fees or anything, working day and night, sacrificing her own life for us. Sometimes I think that I'm not worthy of it, because like we just tend to ignore our mother's sacrifice. We just tend to ignore what they have done for us, my friends. Right? But I want to say, starting from today's words, let's not tend to ignore it. Let's not ignore what our mother has done for us. Let's be more appreciating, telling our mother day to day that we loved her, not just by words, but by actions, as I've said in the last video also. As we Christian beings should not live only by words, by true actions. Let's do like that with our mothers also. Let's not do only by words, by telling her, I loved you. What do you mean by I loved you? Let's do it with actions. What does it mean by I love you to our mothers? Alright, my friends? The sacrifice of mothers, it's clearly written on Exodus chapter 2, verse 3. Exodus chapter 2, verse 3. But when she could hide him no longer, she got a basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of Niles. This Bible is from Exodus, that is written about Moses. How Moses was driven to the Nile River by his mother. How his mother sacrificed for him just to be saved, just to keep him safe, or just to be executed by the King Herod's people. Because at that time, it gave an order by King Herod that all the boy of the Hebrews' sons shall be executed and thrown into the Nile River. Moses' mother, yes, obviously she was in fear at the time, but she sacrificed her own life, risked her own life to save her own son, that is Moses. She hid Moses for 3 months under her house, but she knew there will be a time that she won't be able to hide him, so she made a basket and put him inside the basket and let her drift to the Nile River, where he was adopted by the Pharaoh's daughter. When you look upon to it, how Moses' life was being in a situation that none mother can bear to lose their own child. Right, my friends? Moses' mother risked her own life just to save one baby Moses, her own Moses. She could have just thrown him, she could have just ignored him. But, you know, my friends, the attachment of a mother with her son or her daughter is so strong that nothing in the world can break it off. No one can tear it off. The attachment is so strong that even a child cannot go away from her mother. Neither a mother can go away from his sons or daughter. And even in 1 King chapter 3 verse 26, it says, 1 King chapter 3 1 King chapter 3 verse 26. Yeah. 1 King chapter 3 verse 26. The woman whose son was alive was deeply moved out of the love for her son and said to the king, "Please, my lord, give her the living baby, don't kill him." But the others said, "Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him into two." Then the king gave his ruling Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. This first king, it's about King Solomon. His wisdom, his intelligence talks about in this first king. Because at that time, there came a famine. Not a famine. There came a time that there was a two mother who had a children. Each of them had one children. The two mothers decided that they will cook their own children and eat it. And the others, they decided to swipe the baby. One of the mothers decided to swipe the baby. Why is that so? Because her own baby was dead. And his friend's baby was still alive, so he swiped it. But when the morning came, the baby which was being dead was being swapped to the mother whose baby was alive. But the baby who was alive was being taken by the mother who swapped the dead baby. But the mother's attachment is so strong that she can even recognize her own baby. So they went to King Solomon and said, "My king, please bring a justice for us in here." Then the king Solomon said, "Bring the knife, cut this baby into two slices, so that the other part can be given to the other woman, and the other part can also be given to the other woman." But the baby which was gonna be being sliced into two, the mother said to the king, "Please, my lord, don't do this. Have mercy on this baby. Give this baby to my friend." But the friend said, "That's a perfect decision, my lord. That's a perfect decision." Then King Solomon said, "Now I know whose baby is this. This baby shall be given to this woman." So the woman got the baby back. Sometimes if we read on this Bible, it talks this attachment that we have with our mother so strong that none in this world can break it. Nothing in this world of this object can break our mother's children's attachment. My friends, let's try to be more appreciating with our mother. I myself will also try to appreciate more with my mother. Show my appreciation to my mother more and more. I hope and I'm sure that even you show more appreciation with your mother. I'm not saying that you're not showing any appreciation to your mother. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be showing your appreciation to your mother, but let's try to give more appreciation, show our more appreciation to our mother. Not just today, not just in a special occasion as Mother's Day, but day-to-day life. I want to say that, my friends. Your mother, our mother, my mother, carried us in the stomach for 9 months, 9 whole months. Imagine how hard will it be. She can't even eat, she can't even sleep nicely, she can't even walk nicely. She was carrying me, she was carrying you. Just imagine it. And how much the weight will it be in our mother's womb? The baby will be in their mother's womb. Just imagine it. With that weight and the mother's weight, how heavy will it be for the mother to carry for 9 months? Just let's imagine it. If I were the one, or if you were the one to experience that kind of things, do you think will we be able to do it? I don't think so. For me, I will give up. I'm sure of that. I'll be like, just let this child be it. But our mother didn't do that. Her love for us, her love for you was so strong, and it's still strong that she's giving us in close relationship with her. Because of her prayer, because of her sacrifices, our attachment with God, our attachment with our family has been in a strong position that none of it can break it, my friends. None of it can break it. I want to end this with a song, My Mother's Prayer. I'm sure everyone knows this song, and I hope that everyone will be blessed by this song. I never can forget the day I heard my mother kindly say, "You're leaving now, my tender care. Remember, child, your mother's prayer." Whenever I think of her, dear, I feel her angel's spirit near, a voice come near onto the ear, remembering me of mother's prayer. I never can forget the voice that always made my heart rejoice. Though I have won, there's God's nowhere. Still I remember's mother's prayer. Wherever I think of her so dear, I feel her angel spirit near, a voice comes floating on the ear, remember, child, your mother's prayer. Remember, child, your mother's prayer. My dear mothers, thank you so much for bearing all the pains and sacrificing for us. And thank you for always praying for us. We, children, or the family, won't be able to repay you back. But I pray and hope that the Almighty Lord will guide you and give you a prosperous life in coming days and in your coming futures. My friends, let's appreciate our mother more and more. I will say this in my end. Thank you once again to my mothers. Happy Mother's Day.